Well, hey there, friends. Pastor Jay coming at you with this special video concerning a holiday that tends to come around this time each year. Now, if you're thinking of that holiday where kids like to dress up in crazy costumes and go around and fill their sacks with candy, you would be mistaken, because that's not the holiday I'm talking about. Rather, I am talking about a holiday that occurs on October 31st, but one that began in 1517. We will call it Reformation Day. What does that mean? What is that all about? Well, Reformation Day started when Martin Luther, a priest in Germany, went and posted his 95 theses or statements protesting the Catholic Church and many of its doctrines. He nailed them to the door of the church there in Wittenberg, because that's what you did if you had important announcements to make. You put them on the church door in the middle of the town, and people would come and read them, and that was the match that lit the powder keg that exploded and became the Protestant Reformation. And of course, what Martin Luther was seeking to do in this protest is get the Catholic Church to reform, hence the name Reformation. And in the aftermath of the Reformation, what kind of came to the surface like purified gold were these 5 doctrinal convictions that we like to call the 5 solas. They are sola scriptura, and that means, from the Latin, scripture alone. For instance, Psalm 119 and verse 160 says, "The sum of your word is truth, and every one of your righteous ordinances is everlasting." And then we have sola fide, that is faith alone. We see that in Scripture, Romans 1 and verse 17, which was one that Martin Luther really had to grapple with. It says, "For in it," and the "it" is referring back to the gospel, "the righteousness of God is revealed from faith to faith, as it is written, but the righteous man shall live by faith." And that was Martin Luther's big quandary. How does a man gain righteousness, and how does he do it through faith? That led to sola gratia, grace alone. Just like we read in Ephesians 2, 8, 9, "For by grace you have been saved through faith, not of yourselves, it is the gift of God, not as a result of works, so that no one may boast." And that led to solus Christus, Christ alone. In Acts 4:12, the reference here is to Jesus Christ as the chief cornerstone. When Peter says, "And there is salvation in no one else, for there is no other name under heaven that has been given among men by which we must be saved." And then last, but certainly not least, the great Soli Deo Gloria. To God alone be the glory, or the glory of God alone. In Revelation 5 and verse 13, we hear from the Apostle John, "And every created thing which is in heaven and on the earth and under the earth and on the sea, and all things in them, I heard saying, to him who sits on the throne and to the Lamb be blessing and honor and glory and dominion forever and ever." So with that, happy Reformation Day.